Good morning, everyone. This is Robin Pike with Crafty Stamper, and today is the 8th of January, 2026. I wanted to come to you today. We have our new catalog that came out on Tuesday the 6th, and here's the front cover of it. And I was looking through it and decided I wanted to make this card here that Stampin' Up! Shows in the catalog. And so I went ahead and I created it. And here's my card that I did. And then I did the inside like this. And I actually, I had a little spot right here that I had got some ink on. So I just went ahead and carried like the little leaves going down through there. So if you're wondering why there's so many leaves on here, that would be why. But I think it turned out cute. I don't have a problem with that, and you can just write a little saying over here or, write a comment or something. But I thought it turned out kind of cute after I made the boo-boo. So anyway, there's always a way to fix it in there. But anyway, I wanted to go ahead and make this card with you today. I like the way it turned out, and I think they did a great job showcasing the stamp set. And the stamp set that I'm using it's Nature's Symphony bundle. And you go ahead and get here is the stamp set that you get. And I got this one particularly because it says I like you lots. Now, me and my husband have been married for, since 83. So that's 43 years. But when we first started dating, and before he ever told me he loved me, he told me on the phone one night, and he said, I really like you. He said, I like you a lot. And then he finally, I guess, worked through his nerves and told me he loved me. But anyway, so because of that sentiment, that was special to me. And so I wanted to get this stamp set, and then I wanted to create something with it, because it meant something to me. So anyway, this is the stamp set that you get with it. And then here are the dies that come with it. So I'm going to go ahead. I've got some of my things cut up already. And we're just going to use, I'm going blank on the cardstock color right now. I'll have to come back with you on that one because I can't think of it right now. That's terrible. Anyway, but we're using basic white on the inside. And let me see. Oh, crumb cake. Lord, why do you go blank? It's like I always go blank when I come on here. Anyway, it's crumb cake. And it's just your normal 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. And then this is our two-toned cardstock. This is the light side and the dark side. Now, if you notice on my card, I used the dark side, but I think this time I'm going to use the light side. So anyway, this is just the crumb cake in it too. And then we'll do some tearing, and then we're going to crumple up the paper and everything. And I've already got my pieces cut out here. I stamped them, and I used Pretty Peacock. And then in this one, I decided on the first card I did, I used Old Olive and then Mossy Meadow for the colors on it, because that's what they showed. But this time I thought, well, I'll change it up a little bit. And I just used Pecan Pie. And this is, I think it's Basic Beige is what I ended up using on this, because I thought the white might be too white for it. So, and then here's the Pretty Peacock leaves that you get with the die set. So, but I wanted to kind of show you that. So I've already got everything mounted on my the stamps mounted. And so let's go ahead and let me get a piece of white paper here. And I'm going to move this out of the way. And I need to get my, let's see what I did with it. Here it is. I'm going to get my foam pad out, because that always helps with the photopolymers. Put this over here. And So let's go ahead and get the, let's get the pretty peacock out. And I'm just going to ink it up here. And then just press on it, give it a good press. Okay, and we've got that. That's going to be one of the ones that we do. And then I need to clean this off. And then we're going to use the pecan pie. Or like I said, you could use the, I'm going to close this pretty peacock up. You could use the mossy meadow, but I wanted to change it up because, you know, we've seen that one. So let's see what it looks like with the pecan pie. I think either one will be pretty. I like the mossy meadow. I think that turned out really pretty. Stampin' Up! Always gives us good cards to pick from and to case if we want to. They always have good examples in their catalogs. I'm at a loss for words this morning. I'm sorry, y'all. Just have to excuse me. Okay, so we've got that done. And then from there, we will just take our die. And it will be this die here. And we'll just put it on there like that and cut both of them out. And then, like I said, I've already got this done. And then this is the next one that we would do. And we would put that on the pretty peacock paper and cut it out. All right, so we've got that. We can go ahead and put these up. And so here are our pieces here that we have. Okay, so from here, I'm going to take, let's see if I can find my, here it is. Okay, so this is my two-tone cardstock here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use pecan pie, and I am going to use the lighter side. So this is the lighter side. I'm going to use pecan pie, and then I'm going to get this stamp set here, which is just some little lines, like little rugged looking lines that go across there. And then I just kind of went across and just kind of put some, you know, more on the page, some more, a little less showing. There wasn't any particular thing that I did because some of it is going to be covered up anyway. But that's just kind of the way I did it there. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clean this off while I've got it out. Okay. Oops. The block didn't get cleaned off good. Okay. All right. And so from here, I went ahead and cut it down. It's cut the width of the our base layer that we're doing. It's cut the width of it, but from here, we're just going to need to tear it. And so you just tear towards you and it will show the white. And I did it the same length as the card the card layer on here. I did it, or the card base. I went ahead and did it the same length. That way when I cut it, it should fit the paper like it's supposed to and give you that look. Okay, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to tear it this way and tear it toward me. All right. And so from there, you're going to have it looking like this. And then I just took it and I crumbled it up. And then you just pull it out. Okay. And then kind of flatten it out. And throw those pieces away. All right, and then we're ready to put it down. So from here, I'm just going to take our glue. I like to use the green glue, but you use whatever glue you want to. I'll take those 2 pieces of white paper out right now. Then I'm just going to down here. Let's make sure that looks like I want it to. It's going from side to side. Just make sure you give it a good press and press it all down. And that way it sticks. Because once you crumple it up like that, it just kind of stands up. So, okay, so you can already see a difference in the colors here. I'm sorry, I'm out of the camera view. You can see a difference in the colors here versus the dark color. You'll have to let me know which one you like the best. So we've got that done. And then I'm just going to take this leaf here, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue just kind of up and down through here. And if you notice in the book, they had this leaf here hanging off just a little bit. And then it was up close to the top. So we're just going to do the same thing here. And it's just over a little bit because it is still fit in the envelope. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of hold these down for a minute. And all of them don't have to go down. You can leave them, you know, like the little tips kind of sticking up. That way it looks more natural looking, I think. Okay, so from here, we're just going to, I'm going to try to put this section of leaf here right in this little area here. So I'm going to put that like that. Okay. And then I'm going to glue that on. Okay. Then, like I said, we're just going to fill in this area here. And then I'm trying to get it to where this part here will kind of show up in between the peacock leaves there. Just where you still see some of the peacock right there showing through that. So just give that a press there. Okay, and then this one, you just have to be very careful because these leaves are really thin here. So very delicate. And so we're just going to lay this down here, but first we got to put our glue on there. Oops. Just be very careful with these little leaves. They're so pretty, but they are so delicate. So here we're just going to kind of put this right over in here. I'll try to pick this one up a little bit and put it over that. And I'm trying to line this up here with the other stem that we have going down through here. And then this big leaf, we're just trying to put it right in that section. Let me get this out. This section here. So I'm just going to try to run it right up there. Okay. All right. So that part is done. And then I'm going to move this over just a tad right in here. Because we, got glue on my fingers. And all right. There. That's better. Okay. So that would give us, there's still plenty of room. Just to, if we let it hang off just a little bit like that, there's still plenty of room to get it in the envelope. Okay, so from here, I'm going to take Night of Navy. And then it says, I like you lots. And we're going to use Versamark. And we're going to heat emboss it. Put the part over there. We're going to get our little embossing buddy. And we're going to rub over it. So hopefully nothing will stick to it. And it will come out very pretty and clean. Okay. All right, so that's done there. here and get the Wow Bright White. I think it's, yeah, opaque bright white. We're going to put that on there. And there we have it. So I'm going to push this over to the side. Going to go ahead and get the tool out to get it heated up. I've got it on the high tool. It's already starting to turn. All right. Very quick. Okay. So let's get and let that dry just a minute. I need for it to dry just a little bit because that way it doesn't smear, because it can smear when it's still warm. So from here, we're just going to, I'm going to cut across here and make this a little bit smaller. But we're just going to cut around it. That's what I did on the other one, and that's what it like they did on theirs. And so we're just going to go around. Just kind of hug the letters and the words. And follow the line around. So how many of you are excited about the new catalog? Did you find a lot of things in there that you liked? I know there's a lot of the online exclusives too that are out there, so don't forget about them. And if you're unsure about where the online exclusives are, they're in the online store with Stampin' Up. And we're just going to cut that off, and then I'm going to follow around here. Okay. And this looks like it's got a little point on it, so I'm going to smooth that out a little bit. All right, so that part's done there. We've got our I Like You Lots. Oh, it was so cute. We were so young. Lord, we were so young. But I got married when I was 17. I had just graduated school. We had been together for about 3 years. I met him at a football game, and so anyway, and the rest is history. We have 2 sons that are older, and one has a family, and so I've got 4 grandkids. So life is good. All right, so here we're just going to put this right around this area here. Make sure that that's all straight. Okay, so we've got that done. I think that looks pretty. Which one is your favorite? Do you like the green that they used? I think the green makes it pop, but I also think the pecan gives it a little something different too. I think either one works. But the colors in the paper that we have the, I think, the mossy meadow and the old olive in it. So I'm sure that's why they used it. So, all right. So let's go ahead and let's get the pretty peacock out. And then I need to clean the stamp off here. You know, they didn't use any embellishments, but I think we could if we wanted to. But it looks pretty like it is. What do you think? Would you use embellishments if you made this card? I think either way would work. But it is kind of busy already, so, you know, maybe they're not needed. All right. So I'm going to make sure I've got 2 pieces of white here, and this just adds a little something to it, just to put on the inside. You know, it just dresses it up a little bit more. You just give a little extra on there. And so, as my upline says, details make all the difference. So, okay, so from here, let's see how I did this. Okay, so from here, I just kind of went over like, let's see how I did it. Let me look at that and see. Okay, so from here, I think I did it like this. That don't look right either. How did I do this? Well, we're just going to put it on here and we're just going to make it. We're going to figure it out here. I think, I did it twice. That's what I did. I'm like, this doesn't look right. Okay. Okay, so either you could do it like this, which I think is pretty, but I added a little bit more over here to this side. And there we have that look. So you could do it either way. And if you wanted to carry it down further, you could. But right now, I don't have a boo-boo, so we're just going to get it right. I think that works out perfect. And like you could put any kind of sentiment you want, or you could just write in it. So I'm going to take this and put some glue on this. And this just fits really snug. Okay. So I'm going to take this here. Move that out of the way. And we're going to glue this in. And then our card will be finished. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think about the card. I think Stampin' Up! Did a good job. And then you have the two different ones. So let me know which one's your favorite. Both are pretty. So, and we could put some embellishment around through here. We could put, you could do a thread here. I'm sorry, thread here, like a white bow or something, like the linen thread would be pretty on that. There's just several different things that you could do with it. Here's some white thread here. Let's see what it would look like. We can just play around with it for a minute and see what you think. Well, there it goes. Okay. So we could put the bow right there if we wanted to. I think that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and put that on there. Let me see if I can find my glue dots. Here they are. That just adds a little something, something, doesn't it? All right. So we'll just stick that right in there. Okay. Then let's check out some embellishments. Let's see what I've got here. You get over here and look and see if there's anything. I kind of like these. I think they're pretty. Now, you know, I'm not sure. I don't have the backing on here. And I'm not sure what these are from. But I'm sure you've got some around that, that you could put on there. And maybe it's not these, but maybe it's some different ones or something. What you think about that now? That added a little something to it, didn't it? So there's the two different cards. So let me know what you think. Let me know which one's your favorite. And I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I will catch you next time. Bye.